Hello, everybody. I'm hoping everyone can see and hear me. Please let me know. This is my first time hosting, so I'm really hoping it's working okay. But I see comments, so that's really exciting. Let me see. Let me know, everyone. What are you guys reading? I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to show you real quick what I'm reading. I'm reading two different books right now for the Scooby-Doo Readathon, which I'm so excited how many of you guys have been joining in on that. It's been so much fun. So the first book that I'm going to be reading is A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. This is the third book in the Cozy Mystery series, a Baker Street mystery, and I love it. It's so good. I'm so enjoying this. Thank you so much for everyone letting me know that you can see and hear me. I appreciate that. And yeah, it's really good. So I'm reading this for the Daphne prompt right now because the cover is like kind of pinky purple. The main character is wearing purple, and she's a social media influencer. I think she's pretty wealthy after her inheritance, and I believe it takes place in the springtime. I'm trying to figure that out, but it's definitely not winter because this one takes place in New Bison, Lake Michigan, and there's no snow, so I would think that would have been mentioned by now. But I'm about halfway through, so I'm really excited. And then I'm also working my way through I Need You to Read This by Jessa Maxwell, which is like a general mystery. And it's been really good so far. It's about a journalist who takes on this position as like an advice columnist, and her predecessor was murdered, and she gets involved in the mystery and is kind of worried about, is someone coming after the people working this job? Is it just that they were personally going after the predecessor? She gets involved in solving their murder. So I'm going to be going back and forth with those tonight. I'm going to start popping up some comments. I'm so excited everyone's here. Let me know what you're reading. Let's see. Hi, Danielle. I'm so excited too. Very, very excited. Hi, Kat. Thank you for being here. I'm so incredibly excited. My husband had to help me on Saturday because I kept like trying to set up StreamYard and it wasn't working, and I was like, please let this go okay today, and I think it is. So thank you for being here. Hi, Grandma Susan. Thank you so much. She says, good evening, all. Thrilled to participate in your first sprints and have fellowship with everyone. Thank you for all your hard work. Absolutely loving your Patreon and highly recommend. Thank you so much. I was so excited to announce that, and it's already been so much fun. Let's see. Hi, Emily. She says, hi, everyone. So excited to be here with y'all. We are excited to be here with you, too. Hi, Rebecca. I'm so excited to be here for your first sprints. Me too. Hello, Laura. Welcome. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Hi, Ria. I hope you're doing well. What are you reading tonight? Thank you for letting me know you can see and hear me. Appreciate it. Good evening, Regina. I'm curious what time it is where everyone is. It's 3:00 here, so it's like later afternoon, but I'm in Pacific time right now, so that is good. Good evening, Maggie. I hope you're doing great. Let's see. Laura says she'll be reading Sleep Tight by J.H. Marquardt. It was my book of the month pick this month. It was mine too. I have it on my TBR cart, and I'm actually a little nervous to start it because it looks a little more intense than your average thriller. It looks a little more like horror, and I'm a little nervous, but I'm really excited. I think the cover is super creepy, perfect for October, so I hope you enjoy that read. Hello. She says, hello, Amy and everyone. Excited for the sprints? Me too. See, Rebecca is reading Christmas Camp by Karen Shaler for the Fred prompt. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm assuming that takes place during winter if it's a Christmas book, so that sounds perfect for Fred. Oh, I don't think I said. This book I'm reading for the Velma prompt because Velma, I think, has the most kind of easy prompt if you're a mystery reader because it's mysteries or thrillers, and then the main character is a writer, so I kind of guessed that they might be a little bit on the nerdy side. At least most of the writers, myself included, that I know are a little bit on the nerdy side, so far so good with that. That is what I'm reading for my Velma prompt. I am filming the biggest reading vlog I have ever filmed for the Scooby-Doo Readathon. I have 9 books for this reading vlog. It's going to be massive, but I'm so excited. I have so many fun things in it, so I'm really excited to do that. Hello, Autumn Ghost. She says, woohoo, Amy's live. Love this. I'm so excited you're here. See, Grandma Susan says, I'm finishing the audio of A Murder at the Movies by Ellie Alexander. I won't be continuing the series because of profanity. Sad about that. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't remember any in the first book. Let me know if you remember that, because I know you read the first book as well, but I haven't made it to that book yet, but that is a bummer. See, Kat Reed says, I'm really listening to the Nick and Nora mystery series to prepare for the next release or new release next week. I'm a bit slumpy this month, so reread is just what I needed. I love that. I have a Nick and Nora mystery on my TBR cart that I think I found at Goodwill, and I need to pick up like the first book or two from the library first, but I'm really excited for that one. If you're not familiar with the series, Nick and Nora are two cats in the series, I believe, and they're named after the popular like classic detectives, which I think is such a fun touch. So I'm really excited. I think is that by T.C. Lotempio? Because I've read some of her other works and I've really enjoyed it. Oh, hello, Sonia. She says, hello, sweet friend. Just wanted to pop in and say congrats on your first sprint. I'm so happy for you hitting the like button. Thank you for saying hi. I hope you're having the most wonderful birthday. I hope it's just as sweet and lovely as you are. Thank you for saying hi. Ooh, Autumn says, I'm reading Going Ganache by Jen McKinley. I love Jen McKinley. I'm actually listening on audio right now to Stuck on Murder, which is by Lucy Lawrence, but that's a pseudonym for Jen McKinley. And it's actually going really well. I'm really enjoying it. It's a decoupage, like paper crafting mystery series. It's really interesting. I think Going Ganache is from the Cupcake Bakery mystery series, which I really love. So I hope you're enjoying that. See, Emily says, I need to choose between Killer Research by Jen McKinley and Fudge and Jury by Ellie Alexander. It's so hard to choose. Ooh, I think I've read both of those. I think one's from the Library Lovers Mystery Series, and one's from the Bake Shop. Ooh, that's hard. I remember really liking Fudge and Jury especially, but the Library Lovers Mystery Series is so good. So I don't know if I can help you there. That's a good one. You might have to do like a coin flip or something for that. See, Maggie, excited for the readathon this weekend, reading Death of a Wicked Witch by Lee Hollis. That sounds good. I haven't read anything by Lee Hollis, but I actually just picked up my first book from them. I have it on my library as a library book, so I'm hoping to read that soon. Have you read a lot by them? I believe they're a couple writing team, aren't they? See, Jennifer says, hi everyone, excited for this. Right now listening to Caught on the Book by Laura Gale Black while grocery shopping. That sounds really fun. Ooh, that's a good idea to kind of tune out some of the craziness at the grocery store with like an audiobook. I haven't tried that. I should give that a try. I haven't read that book though. That sounds good. Sonia says, not reading, going to have a little dinner with Dan and watch a movie. I'm exhausted. I hope it's from all the partying you've been doing, and I hope your dinner is absolutely delicious. Shelley says, this is my first reading sprint. I am reading The Third Wife of Faraday House. I loved that book. I read it last month. It's by B.R. Myers. It's like a historical fiction mystery, if you're not familiar, and it's just, oh, it's so good. I hope you really enjoyed it. I thought the atmosphere for it was really kind of creepy and gothic and just a really good mystery. Rebecca says it's 6 p.m. here in New York. Okay. Yeah, I'm 3 hours behind Eastern right now. Let's see, and we have, hi, my name is Paige. I'll be reading Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt and also reading The Seven Dials Mystery by Agatha Christie. I'm so excited. Hi, Paige, welcome. I haven't read the first book, but I did really like The Seven Dials Mystery, so I hope you love that. And I mean, Agatha Christie's, it's hard to go wrong with her, I think, but I did really like that mystery. I hope you enjoy both. Jennifer says it's 6 o'clock. Grandma Susan says it's 6 o'clock. Autumn says it's 6 o'clock, so a lot of you are on the East Coast. Okay. And then Kat Reed says, in the last few weeks, I watched all 3 seasons of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And it was fantastic. I agree. I have been rewatching and watching so much Scooby-Doo. It's just so much. I've been watching Where Are You? I've been watching the new Scooby-Doo movies, like the 1972 ones with like the celebrity guests. I really love those. I think those are so fun. And then I recently watched, for my Scooby-Doo vlog, I was watching Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, where like Shaggy's turned into a werewolf and they go to like Transylvania. It's very kooky. It's a really campy one. I think I think that came out in like the 80s, maybe the early 90s, but it was one I watched a lot as a kid, so I really love it. See, Maggie says also 6 o'clock. I have about 15 minutes left of the audiobook for the third Nightmare Arizona book, and after that, we'll start the physical copy of the second Ellie Alexander Bake Shop series. Funny you say that. I've actually recently read the first book in the Nightmare Arizona series, and I was actually pretty surprised by it. It was very interesting. I'm going to share some thoughts on that in an upcoming video, so I won't say too much more, but I loved the setting for it, and I hope you enjoy the Bake Shop series. That's definitely a favorite of mine. See, Kat says it's 5 p.m. in Central Time Zone where I am. Okay, perfect. And Mother Goose Librarian, hi, Amy. I'm reading the audio of Death on Deck. Ooh, that sounds good. I think, is that Courtney's new book? I was looking at that. It looked really interesting. Whitney says it's 6 p.m. here. Amazing. So a lot of you are a bit ahead of me in time zone. Ria says, I'm reading Live and Let Pie by Ellie Alexander. It's 11 p.m. for me, so I won't be here for long, but I wanted to join part of your first reading sprints. Thank you so much for being here. That is so sweet of you, and I think that was a really fun one. It was not like a 4th of July themed one. Hello, Lily. I hope you're having a great night. And Mother Goose says she's in upstate New York, so it's 6 o'clock there. Jessica says, hello, Amy and everyone. Not reading at the moment, but if I do pick it up, reading Double Grudge Donuts by Ginger Bolton. So excited for you, Amy. Thank you so much, Jessica. That sounds really fun. I'm not familiar with that series. I don't think I've seen it before, but that sounds fun. I love anything with donuts. I mean, let me know, guys, what is your favorite donut? Because my favorite is a chocolate cake donut with like a chocolate frosting or glaze. Basically a chocolate cake donut. That's the base. That's what it needs to be. That's my favorite. Let me know what your favorite donut is. Let's see, Lily says, I'm reading Bad Summer People by Emma Rosenblum. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that a thriller? It sounds more like a thriller to me. Josie says, hello, I'm reading Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. It's 5 p.m. here. Awesome. That sounds absolutely perfect for fall. Ooh, Samantha says she's reading Steeped in Death by Gretchen Rue. I think, is that the first book in that series? I think I've read that one, and I really need to read the second book. I have that on my TBR right now, and I'm super excited because I did like book 1, but I think I'm confusing the titles. I might be off on the order there, but I did like book 1, so I hope you're enjoying that. Okay, so you didn't remember any of the profanity either. I didn't think there was any. I try to pay attention to that when I'm reading. It doesn't, as long as it's not a lot, it doesn't typically bother me, but I try to point it out if I do pick up on any, just because I know a lot of people don't want any in theirs, which I totally understand. So I'm sorry the second book had some, though. That's a bummer when the first book has it one way and then like the second book, kind of deviates from that. So I'm sorry about that. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really excited for the vlog too. I have so much fun putting them together, especially like the baking and cooking and just getting to update you with the reading updates as I go along. It's always really fun. Ooh, okay. Sonia says, I do have another Velma roll, so I have Cider Shop Rules on deck. Ooh, that sounds really, really good. I'm thinking maybe that takes place in the fall time or something. I want to get into that cider shop. There's like a cider shop series that sounds so good. See, Betsy says, hi, Amy. I'm going to be reading Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. I hope you like that. I thought that was a really fun time. I'd be curious to know what you think of the ending. And I thought it had a really good atmosphere with the suburban setting and like all the neighborhood kind of drama. So I hope you like that. Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you, Kat, for the I just lost my word. Clarification. Nick is the cat and Nora is the amateur sleuth. It's by T.C. Lotempio. Okay, so I had the right author. I thought there was 2 cats in it for some reason. Maybe that's a different one. I know T.C. Lotempio, she has so many like animal and especially cat-centric series, and I've read 2 books from different series so far, and I'm really enjoying them. Sonia, you're welcome. I'm so glad. I'm hoping you're having a really wonderful birthday. Yes, Grandma Susan, I totally agree. Jen McKinley is one of my favorite cozy authors too. I think she was actually one of the first ones I ever started. I think it was her Cupcake Bakery mystery series. I started with, really enjoyed it, and then I started her Library Lovers series, and I loved that even more because the bookish librarian setting is just amazing. But I agree, she is such a good author. Jennifer says, I love Lee Hollis. It's a brother and sister team. That's right. I think I saw their picture and it was two people, so I thought that was really interesting. Maggie says, yes, it's a couple writing team. This is my first one by them, but loving it. That's amazing to hear. I'm so excited for that. I'm hoping to pick up that book by them very soon. Ooh, Autumn says she's going to rent Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School this weekend. I adore that. That's one that I watched a lot, especially growing up, and I love that one to this day. I think it's so fun, and I know it just has like Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy. It doesn't have the rest of the gang in it, but it's just such a special, fun, kooky one. I just love it, and it's just perfect for this time of year. So I hope you have a great time watching that. See, Yvette says, reading A Body in 3B by Aaron Scott. Happy to join your sprint. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining. I hope your read is excellent. Oh, thank you, Grandma Susan. Amy Marie, I'd say your first sprints are a huge success already. Well done and congratulations. Thank you. I'm so excited. This has just been so much fun. And Sonia says, I love this so much, to Autumn, who was talking about the Scooby-Doo movie. I love that one so much too. I agree. It's amazing. Angela says, I'm still working but listening in. It's 3 p.m. here still. That's same here, Angela. So I hope you can finish up what you're working on. I hope it's going smoothly. Hi, Maddie. She says, hi, sweet friend. I'm not able to read just yet, but I'm so happy to see this. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. I'm so excited to be here. I hope you can wrap up what you're working on and get some fun reading time in. And Autumn's wishing Sonia a happy birthday. Lily says, maple bars are my favorite. Oh, yes. That's actually, I have a couple people in my life that is their absolute favorite. And it's not for me, but I definitely see the appeal. I think it's really good. Rebecca says the favorite donut is pumpkin. I don't know if I've had a pumpkin donut. Ooh. Well, I know what I just added to my fall bucket list. That sounds amazing. Why haven't I had a pumpkin donut? You say apple cider donuts. I haven't had that either. I think, is that like more of like an East Coast Southern thing? Because I'm on the South and the Southwest, and I feel like I really haven't seen apple cider donuts here. But like when I read about them, they're always more on like the east side of the US. I'm wondering if that's something that's more regional, but I would love to try that. That sounds delicious. Shelly says buttermilk bars. I'm not familiar with a buttermilk bar, but I love butter and milk, so that sounds amazing. Grandma Susan says my favorite is filled Long Johns. Those are definitely really good. Okay, so it is a thriller. Great. It is a thriller. Amazing. Kat says my go-to donut is a Boston cream donut. Ooh, those are good too. Yes. Oh, your name is also Amy. Hello, fellow Amy. You say, yes, Death on Deck is Courtney's book. I really need to grab that. It looks so amazing. I think it's got like a group of senior sleuths, I believe, and it looks amazing. I love like the cruise ship setting for that. And then Katie says, hello, reading A Tempest of Tea by, I'm going to say this, Hasa Fasa? I'm so sorry. I might have said that wrong. I think I've seen the cover on that, and it's really beautiful. I hope you enjoy that, Katie. Jessica says, it's the Deputy Donut series. The Donut series, it's the latest book. A new one comes out in October for Christmas. Ooh, it's a favorite series of mine. My favorite is a basic donut with chocolate frosting. That is a good staple. And that's fun that I like it when you're reading the last book in a series, but when the next one's going to come out. So you know you're not going to be without it for too long when it's a favorite series, because that's always rough when you read the latest book. Like I read the newest Christmas Tree Farm by Jacqueline Frost, and I had it as like an e-arc from NetGalley, and I know I won't be able to read it for like another year until the next book comes out, and that makes me so sad because I love that series. So that's amazing that the new one comes out so soon. See, Abra says, hey, Amy, I have a meeting soon, so hopefully I will get back in later. Good luck on your first sprints. Thank you so much. Thank you for popping in. I hope your meeting goes very well. Hi, Tiffany. She says, hey, all, so happy to be able to pop in. We're so happy you're here. I think we're going to start our reading sprints pretty soon. Let me all know, are you guys into longer sprints, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes? I know some people do an hour. I was thinking maybe like 45 minutes for the first one, but let me know what you guys are feeling. Erin says, hi, reading on a quiet street. It's a thriller and working my way through all. Tijab? I'm not familiar with what that is. I'm sorry. Oh, my kiddo pushed the button. Let's see. Also reading Murder by the Book. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds like a cozy mystery. I did manage to check out the T-Series ebook from the library that you recommended. Excited to start it later this week. Love long series. It is definitely a long series. I think there's at least 24 books in the Tea Shop series by Laura Childs. Oops, moved my laptop there. And I have read the first 4, and I've really liked them so far, so I'm really excited to be reading that alongside everyone, but I hope you enjoy the first book. Let's see. Mary says, hello, folks. Excited to participate in your first sprint. Thank you so much for being here, Mary. Let's see. Mima says, picking up a hold for my first Jen McKinley book tomorrow. Library lovers, happy to see all the positive comments for her. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you, and I hope you love it. I really enjoy the Library Lovers mystery series, especially if I was to recommend just one series by her, that would be my pick, even though the Cupcake Bakery series holds a special place in my heart because it was the first one I ever read and one of the first cozies I ever read in general, but I hope you love it. So see, Rebecca says longer sprints. Katie says longish to start, feels very productive to do 40 to 60 minutes. Jennifer says 45 minutes. Samantha says, this is my first reading sprint for me. I think 30 to 45 minutes would be good. I'm excited to participate. Okay, so it sounds like 45 minutes is about like in the middle of what everyone's saying. So I think I'm going to set us up for that. This is the part I'm not 100%. I have a timer set up, but I'm not 100% sure how to show it. So this could be really, really fun. Let's see. Let's see. I think if I share my screen. Okay. Let's see. I'm hoping everyone sees. Okay, it looks like, can everyone see the kitty? I think I didn't want to do music because I know some people prefer to listen to their own music or to have their own audiobook running. So I thought we'd start with this. I might experiment with this in the future, but for an easy, okay, perfect. We can see it. Okay, perfect. I'm going to start this timer and I'm just going to go ahead and dive in to my reading. I hope everyone has an amazing sprint, and I will probably turn off my camera for a few minutes just to get up, move around, and eat some food in a little bit, but I hope we will all have a great sprint, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I like the kitty too. I think the kitty is really cute. So let's go ahead and start. Yes, Katie, good point. The cat does, I think it like meows when it's done. So just a heads up, when the timer rings, it meows instead. So just a heads up, a cat did not break into your house if you don't have a cat and you suddenly hear one meowing, just so you know. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start this timer. Here we go. It looks like it's moving. All right, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, everybody. How did that sprint go for you? I hope everyone had a good sprint. Let's see, where did we leave off? Yes, the heads up for the meowing. It is a little startling. Yes, the cat has some very interesting eyes. See, Regina says, started reading The Body in the Bookstore by Ellie Alexander, and it's after 6 p.m. where I'm at. Okay. Awesome. I really liked The Body in the Bookstore. I hope you enjoy it as well. Okay, good. I was hoping everyone was seeing what I was seeing. It's my first time trying to do this like double screen. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. She says, on your first sprint, I'm listening to Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard and playing at Disney Dreamlight Valley. I've seen that game. It looks really cute. I'm not familiar with the book, but I hope you're having a good time with both. Oh, I don't even think I didn't even give an update on what I was reading. So I read A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. I'm on page 179, so I have about 100 pages left. This book is so good. There were so many times where I wanted to like laugh or just made me smile. There's just so many touching moments and like good found family in this book. So I'm so enjoying this. And Baby is the Mastiff's name, and the Mastiff is like, I don't know, 200 pounds or something, and absolutely has so much personality. So I'm absolutely loving this. The mystery is really good. I don't have a good idea of who has done it. I'm not really sure, but I'm excited to see the conclusion. I'm thinking I should be able to finish this tonight. And I just love it. I love Maddie. I think she's a fun, spunky character. She's a bit of a fashionista, and this does, I confirmed, because I rolled this for my Daphne prompt. This does take place in the spring, because it did say that this takes place in April. So if you're wondering, this is a springtime cozy, and of course it fits the purple like kind of cover, and I believe from what I can tell, the main character is quite wealthy after her great aunt passes away and like leaves her the business and home and dog. So this is my Daphne pick, and it's going so well. I just love the writing style and the dialogue and everything. It feels really natural. So I'm really enjoying that. Let's see. See, Carla says, yay, congrats on your first sprints. Thank you, Carla. I'm reading The Final Gambit. Is that like a fantasy, or I'm not familiar with that title? Hi, Christina. Congrats on your first sprints. Thank you so much. And she says to remember to hydrate and like the hug button, everyone. Let's see. She says, hi, Amy. Reading Two Wicked Desserts by Lynn Cahoon. Oh, I hope you enjoy that. I just finished the first book in that series, and I had a really good time with it. It's such a good, like, lightly supernatural, fun, cozy mystery for this time of year, especially. So I hope you're having a good reading time with that. See, Ems says, hello, still at work, but hope to start reading soon. I hope you wrap up soon as well. Hi, Lou. She says, hey, y'all, congrats on your first reading sprints. Thank you so much. And she has just started Agatha Christie Marple, Expert on Wickedness by Mark Aldridge. Ooh, that sounds good. Is that like a nonfiction kind of deep dive into Miss Marple and like Agatha Christie, it sounds like? And let's see, Em says she has this Perot book and Marples on my wish list. It sounds really good. We have the Perot book is fantastic, amazing. Let's see, Yvette got 23 pages read. That is awesome. Great job on that. Jill says she loves the kitty. I do too. I think the kitty's cute. I saw someone else, I think I've seen a few people do these with a kitty for the sprint, and I thought that was just cute because I personally like to have the countdown on screen. I feel like it keeps me going. Oh, I think I need to pause the timer or this is going to go off for the break. There we go. Let's see. Tiffany says, good reading, an arc of Ask Me No Questions, the second in the Hometown Hardware Cozy Mystery Series by Paula Charles. I think I saw you post about that on Instagram, and the cover for that series looked so cute. I really need to check that out. It looks really good. Kat Reed says she read 2.5 chapters. Amazing. That is awesome. Christina says, hi, Tiffany. Carla got 24% read. That's awesome. Amazing job on that. Let's see, Mother Goose Librarian, sprint went well. I might switch up my reading for the next sprint. I agree. I like, especially if I'm doing a couple sprints in a row, which I'm planning on, I like to do multiple books. I think because I might be able to knock this out. There's not a lot of words per page, and there's a lot of like half pages. So it's a pretty quick read overall. I might be able to knock this out in like a sprint or so, and I'm really curious about the ending. So I think I'll be sticking with this for most of tonight. But I do have that second book just in case, because I do sometimes like to switch it up. Christina says I have about 20 minutes left in Practical Magic. So is that... I've been hearing a lot about Practical Magic recently, and that's a movie, right? I haven't actually seen that. I'm not sure. Tiffany says, hey, Christina. Jill says, almost done reading Brenda Novak, When We Touch, which I started earlier in the week. I hope it has a really strong conclusion and you enjoy that, Jill. Oh, awesome, Rebecca. Rebecca got 50 pages read. Amazing. That's awesome progress. We are all flying through our books here. Since you finished the audiobook I was on and got 11 pages into A Batter of Life and Death, I'm definitely craving a sweet treat right now. I agree. I always have to have a baked good if I'm reading any type of baked mystery. I know, like bake shop or bakery mystery. I got so invested in this read that I forgot to like turn my camera off and just get up and like heat up some leftovers for dinner or like an early like kind of dinner situation, because it's 4:15 here. So I know the next sprint I'm going to make myself get up and go heat up some leftovers for dinner real quick before I pick up the book again, or I'll forget. And I'm definitely craving something sweet treat. I'm craving a sweet treat too now, because they kept talking about this like soul chocolate cake, and it sounds so good, and these like thumbprint cookies. So I might be nibbling on, I don't have any cookies, but I have some dark chocolate, like dried mango. So I think I might grab some of that because I need something with chocolate. Yes, I agree, Tiffany. I love the Baker Street series so much. I think it's so well written. I think it's fun. I think it's got so many great elements to it. There's like a little bit of an interesting subplot with the town and her great aunt. So I like that a lot. I think it's just so much fun. Happy to discover these sprints. Welcome. I said I'm reading Italian Iced by Kylie Logan. This is the third in an ethnic East mystery. Ooh, that sounds good. Does Kylie Logan write the what is it called? Mayhem at the Orient Express, I think, is the one I have on my TBR shelf right now that I'm excited to read. I don't think I've read anything by them yet, but that sounds good. I'm not too familiar with that series. I love the Baker Street mystery series by Valerie Burns. There's a secondary mystery also that gets resolved in book 3. Oh, great. Amazing. Because that's the book I'm on right now. And it seemed like they were wrapping up some things maybe for that subplot. So I'm hoping for some answers. I'm really excited. So thank you for the heads up, Regina. Debbie says, I'm on hold at the library for that book. I hope you love it. And Tiffany says, nice. I really enjoy the Ethnic Eats series. Okay, well, I gotta check this out. Apparently, I'm behind on this one because this sounds really good. Samantha says, I read about 30 pages and I'm really liking Steeped in Death. It is the first book in a 3-book series. Okay, thank you for the clarification on that. I have read Steeped in Death. I really liked it. It's the second book that I have on my fall TBR that I want to get to, hopefully. So I'm glad you're enjoying that. I thought it was a really fun, whimsical, cozy mystery. See, didn't get much reading done. I washed and dried my hair. Didn't blow dry it often, or don't blow dry it often because it takes 10 to 15 minutes to dry depending on how lazy I'm being. I get that. I almost never blow dry my hair. I pretty much always let it air dry because it's like there's a lot of it. It would just take a very long time. But I think if you wash and dried your hair, that is a very productive sprint because I know that takes some time and energy for sure. See, at the Beach Bum Bookworm, it's turning into one of my favorite cozies. Really clever mystery plotting. Okay, you guys have convinced me. I'm going to be adding this to my Goodreads. If I don't, I'll have to check to see if I have it on there. But I really need to check this out now. This sounds like an amazing series. Grandma Susan says, finished my audiobook, started Ghost Protocol by Mike Madden. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I'm not familiar with that, but I'm excited you finished your book. I hope it was a really good one. See, if you haven't, you should try her Chilly Kickoff and the Romance Bookshop series written as Mimi Granger. Oh, that's interesting that you say that, Tiffany. I actually just checked out a book from my library from the Romance Bookshop series, which is by Mimi Granger. So I guess I will be reading something by this author very soon. And she writes a Chili kickoff series too. That sounds good. Ooh. I always think of Chili and I think of summer and like fall. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I think of like maybe fall the most. Okay, so they did a movie, Practical Magic 2, and I just found out today that they are doing Practical Magic 2 coming out in 2025. That makes sense. I've heard just like a lot of buzz about Practical Magic recently, and I was wondering if there was something coming out, so that makes a lot of sense. Thank you for that information, Christina. Hi, Alyssa. I hope you're having a really great evening. Oh, thank you. How's my strep throat? It is so much better. Ooh. I feel like in the next several videos I'm going to be posting, I'm going to mention that I'm getting over something a million times, and that's because for like a week and a half I had a cold, or I thought I had a cold. So I didn't go to the doctor. I just like stayed home. I was resting, hydrating, doing all the vitamins, all that stuff. And then after a week and a half of that, last Wednesday, I finally woke up and I was like, okay, I need to go get this checked out because it's not getting better. That's when I found out I had strep throat. So now I've been on antibiotics for a week. I actually had a double ear infection too, which was apparently that's kind of common, I guess, with strep throat. And yeah, so I'm doing so much better. I feel like 90% better. I'd say I'm still just finishing up the antibiotics and sipping a lot of water, but I feel really good. So thank you for asking. It's so nice to be out and like socializing more with people now. I'm excited to be having that energy back. Let's see, Jennifer says, made it to chapter 4. That's awesome. Let's see, Cynthia says, I had to close tonight at work, so I'm late. But hello, Cynthia. I'm so glad you're here. And you see you're hoping to finish up Scythe this evening. I know the cover for that one. It has a really cool cover. I hope you enjoy that read. And Elisa says that she's heard good things about that book. So has Samantha. She loved it. And Rebecca. Okay, looks like this is a winning book. Cynthia says she's loving it so far. So I hope it ends really strong. It sounds like a good read. See, Book Fan says, just finished Queen of Poisons by Robert Thorogood. Ooh, that sounds like an interesting read. Is that like a historical fiction mystery? That's kind of what it is giving me vibes for. Thank you, Susan. Yes, I'm so thankful I've improved. I wish I had thought about going to the doctor earlier, but I haven't had strep throat since I was a kid, so I just didn't really cross my mind. I guess it's less common with adults usually. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm glad I am feeling better too. And Lisa says, I was sick last week too. It was extreme. My fever was extremely high. It was awful. Get well soon, Amy. Oh, I'm so hoping you're feeling better. I was definitely running a bit of a fever and had like the hot and the chills where you're just like sweating 1 minute and then the next minute you're freezing. All the fun stuff. So I hope you are feeling a lot better. I'm reading Powerless by Elise Silver. It's okay so far. Is that the fantasy series? I think I've seen the covers. I think I've seen the covers for that. Let's see. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm really glad to be feeling better too. And Regina says, Queen of Poisons is book 3, I think, of the Marlowe Murder Club series. Okay, so I've heard of the Marlowe Murder Club series. I haven't read that, but I would like to get into that. I'm guessing you liked book 1 and 2 if you're reading the 3rd book in the series, so I gotta look into that one. And I think we're at the end, almost at the end. Let's see. Queen of Poisons is the Marlowe Murder Club that includes 3 elderly women who solve murders. That sounds like something I'd love. I need to look into that one. And this is the Chestnut Spring series. Flawless is the first one. Okay, I gotta look that up. I'm not too familiar with that, but it sounds interesting. I think I'm gonna start our next sprint so that we can all get some good reading in and all of that. So let me know, do we want to do another 45-minute sprint? Do we want to go a little shorter, a little longer? Let me know what you're thinking. Yes, a double ear infection is not a fun time, Cynthia, but thank you. I'm so glad it's like 90% resolved, significantly better. I hadn't had an ear infection since I was a kid. Same with the strep, so it was definitely a very interesting week, but I'm really glad to be feeling better. Oh, okay, so I might have confused it. There's also a fantasy where the first book is called Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Okay, thank you for the clarification. I don't read too much fantasy, but I sometimes see it from other booktubers I watch, and then I start to get a little turned around on things. So Grandma Susan says 45 to 60 minutes is good. Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts? Regina says Marlowe Murder Club is coming to TV on PBS, and I'm excited. Robert Thorogood is the creator of the Death in Paradise television series that I love. That is exciting. It's always fun to see a show like a book brought to life on TV after you've really enjoyed it. So that's exciting. I hope it's really good. Thank you. Okay, so I guess maybe we'll do another 45-minute sprint if that sounds okay. Yvette says 45 minutes. And I think that's what we'll do then. I think we'll do another 45-minute sprint. I will turn off my camera for the first part because I am going to go eat a quick dinner because I am definitely getting a bit hungry. I hope you get a bit of studying in it. I hope you sleep really well. Have a good night's sleep. Keep feeling better. And we have a bunch of 45 minutes are good. Okay, amazing. We will do 45 minutes. Let me go ahead and reset our Pomodoro kitty on here. Let's see. Okay, I think we got that. Bringing the screen back up. There we go. Okay, I think we have that. And then I'm going to start the kitty. And here we go. Hello, everyone. How were those sprints for you? I am really, really close to finishing my book, and it's going so well. And I think I know who might have done it. We're gonna see. So I'm so excited. Let me know how that sprint was for you. I'm gonna see where we caught up with our comments. Yes, I think the kitty's really cute. Let's see, so inside cover of Two Wicked Desserts, it has it listed first with One Poison Pie first. Had just started other put down and now starting One Poison Pie by Lynn Cahoon. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I think One Poison Pie is the first book in the series. I just read it, really liked it. I think it does a nice job of setting things up, so that might help when you get to the second book. And apparently there is a chili cauldron curse listed as another in her Kitchen Witch Mysteries. I think that's like a novella. That's like a, like on Goodreads and stuff, they like put it as like 0.5. It's like kind of like a prequel almost, I want to say. I was seeing that when I was looking at the series, and it was really interesting. But yeah, I had dinner. I ate some of that dark chocolate mango because I needed something sweet when I was reading this. So good. And I'm like so ready to finish this book. It's so good. Oh, hi, Stacy and Steph. She said, hi, Amy. Congrats on your first sprints. I'm listening to finale and loving it. That is amazing. Stacy and Steph do live sprints on their channel as well. They do bookish content too, so definitely check them out if you're not familiar. And let's see, yay, I finished my book, but then I went to put a library hold on the next Ethnic Eats mystery, and there are only 3. Boo-hoo, oh, that's always sad. Though I've now finished a series on my SAS list. That always feels good to finish a series, but it is sad when you know it's the last one and you're just like, you don't want it to be the end. Hi, just joining, welcome. I think we're probably going to do one more sprint if that sounds good to you guys. I should say, I literally found the best fall series ever today. At least book 1. It's called Wine and Punishment by Sarah Fox. It's a literary pub and there's a fall festival. I'm reading it right now. Ooh. I've read the True Confections mystery series by Sarah Fox, and I liked book 1 and 2 a lot. I'm hoping there'll be more, but that sounds really fun. I'll have to look into that because the fall festival, I mean, it's hard to beat that. Say hi, Amy, just joining now. This is my first time attending a sprint. Hello to everyone. Well, welcome. This is my first time hosting one. I've been on some other channel sprints, but this is my first time actually hosting one on my channel, and so happy we haven't had any tech issues, so I'm really excited. Thank you for joining. And Elisa's welcoming you. See, Betsy says, thank you for sprints, Amy. I gotta go put my son to bed, then spend the rest of the night with my husband. Thank you for coming, Betsy. I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your evening and some fun with your husband. Always Book says, congrats on your first sprint. They're so fun. I'll be in and out. Thanks for hopping on. And yes, I agree. They are really fun. I'm so glad that I finally got the tech stuff together for this. Christina says, just finished supper and my book. Ooh, that sounds good. What did you have for supper? And I hope your book was good. I think so, with the exclamation points there. Makes me think it was a good read. Elisa says, I'm heading to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night. I hope you sleep really well. And Christina says, gonna watch a show with my son now, leaving you up for watch time. Thank you. And thank you for hosting today, Amy, and congrats on your first sprint. Enjoy your evening. Happy sprinting. Thank you so much, Christina. I hope you have a good time. I hope the show is good. Samantha is going to go make a snack. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for coming, Samantha. Rebecca's going to call it at night. Thank you so much for hosting. Thanks for being here, Rebecca. See, the coffee girl says, super good. Was procrastinating on reading today, and this helped motivate me. I'm so glad. I find reading sprints are really helpful for days where I'm just feeling a little sluggish or just need that kind of timer to kind of get me like on a roll. So I'm so glad it's helping. Maggie says, good, read 30 pages and chatted on the phone with my mom. That is an excellent sprint. I hope it was a nice chat. Kat says, read 3 more chapters. I just love this series. I'm so glad you're enjoying your read. Let's see, I changed it up the sprint to a new audiobook while I made dinner. Started Sprinkles and Sea Serpents first in the Sugar Shack Witch Mystery Series. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. I like the title for that. I don't think I'm familiar with that series, but that sounds good. Oh, I'm excited to hear this. I finished We Solve Murders by Richard Osman. So good. I know that just came out and it looks really, really amazing. So I'm so excited to hear that you enjoyed that. I made myself some tea during the sprint. It's like a purple, it's actually like purple when you pour it out. It's really pretty. And it's like a herb and like fruit tea. So it's like blueberry and different things like that. And it's so good. Yvette says 29 pages read, love the meow. I think it's cute too. I think it's fun. Grandma Susan made it to 5%. Amazing. And you said, yes, it is. Amazing. I'm trying to remember what we were. Yes, the Chili Cauldron Curse, I think, is like the prequel kind of novella. I think is what we were referring to. Jill says, just finished the Brenda Novak book. It was so good. Amazing. I'm so glad it was enjoyable. Maddie says, I still haven't been able to read, but I have made sure to be productive. Well, I think reading sprints, productivity sprints, I use them for both. I like to tune into reading sprints actually during the workday, and I'll use them for freelance writing because I like to do pomodors or sprints to keep myself focused when I'm writing. So whatever people want to use them for, I just love having company and vice versa. I think it's so much fun. You DNF'd Angela's Ashes and read a chapter in the Seven Dials. Oh, I'm sorry the Angela's Ashes didn't work out for you, but I hope you like Seven Dials by Agatha Christie. I really, really did like that one. Maddie says, my husband read Sprinkles and Sea Serpents and loved it. Ooh, it sounds good. And I know he really does like some of those supernatural cozies. I still got to read that one he always brings up about, it's like in Salem, something. I think it starts with an S, something in Salem. I have it on my Goodreads, and you guys kept talking about that so much, and I was like, I need to pick this up. It sounds amazing. It's like a supernatural cozy, I think. Oh no, I'm sorry. My dog didn't appreciate the meow. She was sleeping. Sorry. Oh boy. Yeah, if I had a dog right around me right now, they probably would be be looking at me too. Oh yes, Maddie says skeptic in Salem. Thank you. I have it on my Goodreads. I've got to check it out. It just sounds so good. Let's see, I had not heard of the Sugar Shack Witch series until this week, but it has 6 books out, and the first is on Audible Plus, so I'm trying it out. Has one of my favorite narrators, Amanda Ronconi. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. I actually just in August, I finally figured out and like got myself to start listening to audiobooks, and I've been loving it, especially when I'm doing like some admin work for my freelancing business, because it's or like editing thumbnails for YouTube or things like that where you could listen to stuff and it's not distracting. So I've been listening to audiobooks and it's been so nice. And I actually subscribed to Audible because I checked out like the Libby and Overdrive with my library, and they really didn't have a huge selection, unfortunately, at least not for the cozy mysteries I was looking for. But I found with Audible, even though I don't want to pay like 1 credit for 1 book because I read quite a bit, so many cozy mystery series are included with the membership that it actually was like worth the price for me personally. So I was like, okay. So I was like, if I can listen to like 4 books on Audible, like 4 books or even more in a month, that's worth like the 15 for me at least. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm giving it a try right now. I'm really liking it. So I will have to check that out on Audible and see that, because that sounds Sugar Shack Witch series. That sounds like a fun one for fall time. Oh no, you're getting the side eye right now from your dog. Yeah. I think dogs definitely have some of the best expressions. They just give you that look and it's just hilarious. It's the skeptic in Salem. So glad to hear it, Maddie. See, Maggie says my dog started growling at the cat. She was very confused. Oh goodness. Yes, we have multi-pet dynamics going on then. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. I'm sorry, Maggie. They have a really good selection of cozy mystery series. They do. I was so surprised. There's so many cozy mystery series that I've had on my TBR forever that my library either doesn't have as like a physical book option, or it doesn't have it as part of like the Libby Overdrive, or I don't own it and I've been wanting to get to them, or it's like a book where maybe it's like a very long series, like the I've been listening to a lot of the Brie Baker series, the what is it, the Seaside Cafe series. I read the first two physically through my library, but I've been listening to the rest on audio, and I've gotten through like the next three. I think I only have two left in the series now, and I've been loving it. The Audible narrator for that series is so good. So it's really, to me at least, worthwhile. If I had to pay for each one individually, that would be really difficult. Like I wouldn't be able to really keep that up. But because so many are included with the membership, for me, I'm like, you know what, this is pretty worth it. See, Net says I had no idea Audible had free books. So you can do a free trial, which I did for, I think it was like two weeks. I want to say it was a free trial. But when you subscribe to Audible, if you do like just like one credit a month, which is I think like $15, I want to say, you can buy specific books with that credit. But if you look on their like catalog, a ton of books are included for free. So a lot of cozy mystery series, you can have your Audible membership, save your credit for like, something you really want that isn't included. But there's so many cozy mysteries that are available for free that, for me at least, I found it to be really, really worthwhile. So just something to look into if you enjoy listening to audiobooks. A lot of cozy mysteries, especially it seems, are included with the membership. So if you save your credits for other types of books or ones that are maybe like new releases that aren't included, but you can get a bunch of other ones included, so you're only paying for the one credit each month, but you can listen to a bunch of them each month that are like part of the free like catalog. I hope that made sense. Let's see. To be honest, I wasn't expecting the cat to meow, so I thought my cat had come into my room when I wasn't paying attention, and I was genuinely so confused. LOL. So adorbs though. Yeah, I could see that. I don't have a cat, but I would definitely be confused otherwise, because I tend to walk around my home a lot with these headphones on, because I'll be listening to this or that, or have a timer set up for myself, and yeah, I would get confused too. Lou says, agree, love Audible. My library's catalog leaves a lot to be desired. Absolutely. I have a pretty good network of libraries where they can like transfer books around physically, but when I started listening to audiobooks and I looked into what they offered, it was pretty limited, unfortunately. So I was a little bummed out about that, but Audible's been a good selection. So I only have one left for Brie Baker series, and I'm so sad it's almost over. One of my favorites. I agree. I'm so enjoying it. I just finished A Closely Harbored Secret, which I think is book 5 in the series this month. So I think there's 2 left on Audible, and they'll have to get book 8 somehow outside that. I think there's an 8th book. But yeah, it's a really good series. It's really fun, and I'm sad it's getting to a close. Jennifer says Audible and KU are great. Absolutely. I think they've been some really, really good options with that. I don't read ebooks as much. I try to just read ebooks if I'm doing like NetGalley, like eARCs, because I work as a freelance writer, and I also do like a lot of YouTube video editing and stuff. So I spend a lot of time on my computer. So I don't like to look at screens if I can when I'm reading, but I definitely like the appeal, and I do read them for some things, and I really enjoy them. Lola looks for an excuse to growl. Yeah, some pets are definitely like that, where they're looking to kind of create like a little bit of a fuss and to get your attention, so that's always fun. And Lou says 100% at Jennifer. How long do we want to do our next sprint for? I know we had some people who headed off to bed, which I'm guessing a lot of them might be on the East Coast, so they're probably ahead of where some of us are. Josie says, good progress in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, 40% in and enjoying it, might switch to something else. That's good to hear you're enjoying it. I hope it continues going well, and I hope if you pick something else out that you also have a good time with that. Hi, Jules. She says, hi, friend. Just wanted to pop on and say hi. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. It's been so nice to have so many delightful, friendly faces popping in, especially for my first sprint. I was definitely a little nervous earlier. I was like, I'm hoping nothing goes wrong with the tech end. And so thank you guys so much. So how long do we want our last sprint to be? So we've done 2 45 minutes. I could do another 45 minutes, or if you guys want to do a little shorter, a little longer, let me know, and I will set that up with our friendly little Pomodoro kitty there. And let's see. 45 is great. Okay. 30. Do we want to do, how about we do 38 minutes? We could do right in between and just do a really fun one. Okay, how about, we got a couple 45, so how about we do 40? 40 minutes sound good? I'm going to set that for our cat here, 40 minutes. And okay, perfect. We'll do that. And this will be our last sprint to kind of wrap things up for the evening. And I'm so excited. I'm anticipating I should be able to finish this book. I cannot wait. And I hope you all have a good reading sprint. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, everybody. How was your reading sprint? I hope we had a good, productive last wrap-up sprint. I think we had some new people pop in, so let's see. We have Late Bloomer Diaries. Hi, all. Just got home. Glad I didn't miss the whole thing. Going to read The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley, my Fred pick for the Readathon. Oh, that's a good choice. I think that one takes place with like a lot of snow, so really good winter pick. And I think it's like I think it's a white cover too, which, oh, speaking of, I didn't even give you guys a reading update. I finished A Cup of Flour, A Pinch of Death by Valerie Burns. 5 stars. 5 stars. Oh, this was so good. And the wrapped up kind of subplot over the last 3 books was so worth it. And I solved it, and I was just so elated. And the ending for this got my heart in all the right ways. So absolutely, you guys should check out this Baker Street Mystery series by Valerie Burns. I loved book 1 and 2, but book 3 somehow got even better. So reading update on that. And yeah, okay, back to the comments. But I hope you enjoy The Hunting Party. I remember liking it pretty well. I don't think it was my favorite Lucy Foley, but it was a fun, fast-paced one. Let's see, and you said, I had set my phone to play Meow at different times in volume and hid it in my dad's jeans and the cats around the house. He didn't appreciate the creativity I used to wake him. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. So you have it play Meow at different times, volume and lengths, then put it in my dad's work boots. He worked construction, so he played socks. Oh, for protection, I had pushed them as far up to the toe. He didn't appreciate all the hard work I put into him having a nice day. First thing he said when I got home was, get that cat off my phone. Oh, well, at least you woke him, so that's good. Oh, I think there's one more to the story. Let's see. I got it off his phone, and about 3 hours later, I pulled my phone from his boot and put it next to him, and when he's in his chair and asleep, it goes off again. And his legs were everywhere. Oh, no. Well, it's definitely creative. I think I have some people in my family who are hard to wake, so maybe I'll try that with them, Home from work, dinner almost done. This was fantastic. Thank you, Amy. We'll say goodnight. Good night. I hope you have a really good one and a good dinner. Hi, April. Said, almost forgot to join. I'm finally reading The Return of Ellie Black. I really loved that one. I thought it was surprising in a lot of ways. I hope you enjoy that. Thanks for popping in for my first sprints. I'm so excited. I am going to try to do another sprint. I'm going to work on scheduling them soon on my YouTube channel sometime else during this month for the Scooby Readathon. I just had to put it off a bit later into this month because I had strep throat, so I couldn't talk for more than like a minute without it hurting, so that obviously wasn't super good for reading sprints, but I'm definitely planning on trying to do at least one more reading sprint this month on my channel, so stay tuned for a channel post on that. Cav says, starting a book I've been hearing a lot of buzz about on social media, The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. Oh, I haven't heard of that. It sounds kind of familiar though, but that looks and sounds interesting. Read another chapter. Excellent. Let's see. Haley says, might be doing some extra reading after the fact. LOL. I'm in a high action part of the book. She's Not Sorry by Mary Kubica. Ooh, okay. I hope you enjoy that book. I kind of struggled to get into that one, but if it's at a high action part, you definitely got to keep reading, right? You can't let that suspense keep going. You got to know what happens. Oh, no worries about the typos or no worries. Let's see. I was able to get 2.5 chapters read. Thank you so much for hosting. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here for my first sprints. Honestly, I was just so excited to get this going. Jennifer says, I have the Valerie Burns on my TBR. I enjoyed the first 2. I think if you like the first 2, I mean, this one is my favorite so far, and I really liked the first 2. And yeah, I'm so impressed with this one, so I hope you like it. The Coffee Girl says, caught up on my chapter reading goals for the week and feeling good. Excellent. I love crossing off a goal. That always feels amazing. Shelly says, hi all. I'm reading The Girl in the Letter by Emily Guinness. Ooh, that sounds good. The Girl in the Letter. I'm not familiar with it, but it sounds good. Kat says, it's been very productive for me. I got a lot read. Thank you for doing these sprints. It was fun. Thank you so much, Kat. Thanks for being here and for all your kind comments. I always really, I forgot the timer was still on. Okay, got it. I always appreciate your comments, and I will definitely plan some more sprints on my channel now that I've gotten over my nervousness around the tech stuff. Jennifer says, changed from my audio to Between a Walk and a Dead Place by Leslie Budwitz. Read almost 2 chapters. I've heard that's good. I hope you enjoy it. Late Bloomer Diary says, Murder is a Piece of Cake, number 2 by Valerie Burns is my Scooby pick for the readathon. I really enjoyed that one. I hope you enjoy that. Is that for the Daphne or the Shaggy prompt or even the Velma? It could fit for a few, I think. Thanks for sprints. I got a lot of reading in. Amazing. I did too. Thank you so much. This was really fun. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Good night, and God bless you too. Jill says, read 2 chapters of Ellie Alexander, Sticks and Scones. Had previously started it, but put aside a bit to finish Brenda Novick's book. The book group is meeting next Thursday and want to have it done. That is good. It's definitely got to keep your book club agenda on track when you're reading and everything. But I hope you enjoy Sticks and Scones. I haven't got to that one yet. I'm in the double digits on that series, but I can never seem to quite catch up with her Bake Shop Mystery series. But one day I'll be there. Jennifer says, this was fun. Looking forward to more. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. I will definitely post another channel post this week about the next sprints on this YouTube channel. And thank you all for being here and making these first reading sprints just so fun, and for your patience with some of my tech stuff. So thank you again. This was so much fun. Honestly, I can't wait to do it again. Grandma Susan says, thank you for the sprints. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You're awesome too. I hope everyone has an amazing night. I hope everyone has just a wonderful night's sleep, get some rest, and have a good one as well. And thank you guys for being here. And I will update you guys on the channel community tab. And I'm really excited to post my next video. It's a big, cozy fall video. I can't wait. So stay tuned. Thank you, Lou. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys. And I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.